Hello all, Darlene here. I hope you're all doing well. So, on March 16th, this was posted on the Hustlephill account on Instagram. Update. After days of speculation, we have an answer. Authorities have concluded their investigation. The details are now clear. This was not an accident. The full statement has now been released. You can view it on @InstaKingPhil. This will be the final update on this account. Thank you for giving @Hustlephill the space he deserved. @RIP Hustlephill. And notice that the comments are turned off. Then everybody went running over to InstaKingPhil, where they saw this message. It is with heavy heart that we inform you that @Hustlephill is dead. Authorities are currently investigating his cause of death, and we are cooperating fully. He probably died waiting for you to start your side hustle, but what do we know? We appreciate your respecting his family privacy. Rest in hustle. You wouldn't believe how many people took that as Philip Johansen died, which was not the case at all. It's a marketing stunt to pull people from the Hustlephill account, which he is closing down, to start up all over again on the @InstaKingPhil account. But everybody took it that he was dead. He apparently only phoned and told his mom beforehand. But everybody else was thinking that he had died. And it was a huge publicity stunt. And even his own community was just, flipping out over it, saying how this isn't remotely funny. You should be embarrassed to post something like this. Considering your following, you aren't desperate for money, so why post something so pathetic? Poor form. So even in his own community, and he even boasted later how, he had everybody knocking on his door and talking about it. But, so why did he actually do it? Well, it's interesting because when I was doing the research for my last video that I was talking about how good old Hustlephill has been screwing with me, I looked at this figure here, and look at this. This is from August the 26th, 2024. And look it has 1.4 million followers, and this is Hustlephill. He had 1.4 million followers back then. Wow. Yet today, Hustlephill only has 1.2 million followers. So in that 8 months, by Philip following Philip's methods, he lost 200,000 followers. Because when you think about it, in that whole time, he's been limited in reach because he's been restricted. He calls it a shadow ban, but it's gone far worse than that for him. It's restricted. He can't do lives on Facebook, not on Instagram, not, anywhere.
Haven't been able to go live on Instagram for 1.5 years.
And it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse as he is following his own instructions, basically. And so he had no choice but to kill this account. It blows my mind. And you wouldn't believe how this insane program failure, how he spun it. On April the 4th, he did a live. That was a Friday, and he went live on his Hustlephill account, the new account, InstaKingPhil, and listen to the bullshit story.
Awesome, guys. Thought you were dead. Listen, guys, we're gonna talk about this today. What happened? Why did we do it? We're gonna talk about that today. So don't worry. We have a bunch of yeses in the chat. And it's amazing, guys. We're gonna talk about why I killed my 1.2 million follower account. and we're gonna do some Q&A, and we're gonna give away some cash. We're gonna give away some money. Okay, we're gonna give away some money today. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. So smash the like button, guys, and let me know in the chat where you guys are watching from. Where are you guys from? We just went out dining, me and my mom and aunt. My mom is here in Dubai, and my aunt, is it called an aunt or is it an aunt? That is the $1 million question today. So listen, guys, we went out, and then we went to the French Riviera, and that is like the Bush à la Rap, I think it's called that. And it's the 7-star hotel. There's like a super nice restaurant just in front of it, so you can have the whole the view of the hotel from the beach and everything. And then people came to me. There came 2 people over to me and said, "Oh God, thank God you're not dead, Phil." Like, come on, guys, what are you doing? Australia, Germany, Pakistan, Minnesota, North Carolina, you guys want Iran, Botswana, Africa, what's up? Chicago, India, UK, India, also guys, UK, Netherlands, Bali, Dubai. Ireland in the house, Shelly in the house, Friday, Portugal, Poland, Denmark. Jacob from Denmark, Austria, Jujarat. I have no idea where that is. You were dead? I'm good, man. Thank you for asking. How are you? How are you, man? Okay, guys, so let's talk about it. So we're going to talk about why I killed my account, my 1.2 million account. I haven't posted anything on it for quite a while, and we're gonna answer some Q&As, and then we're gonna give away some cash today. So listen, guys, the reason I killed my 1.2 million follower account was because people started to believe that it doesn't work anymore, and the only reason you can make money on social media if you jump on the trend when everything started to boom with reels.
But the Hustlephill account is proving that exactly is what happened. It blew up, it got big, and then by following the same old crap that he was teaching since the beginning of the program and still has, all the way till now, it crested at 1.4 million and then slid back down to 1.2 million. I can't believe he lost so many followers. And so, yeah, I mean, through everything that he tried to do, it happened to him. And there's no going back from that, except to hope that people won't remember.
And a lot of people that went into closing calls, people that went into the DMs, people that went on live, they started to believe and have this objection. It's purely just your own objection that you needed to have a lot of followers, or you need to be pretty or anything like this in order to make money on social media, which is complete bullshit. Okay, so we killed the account. We killed the account to prove to you guys that you can start over and use my strategies to build a following, and a following that actually want to buy from you. And yesterday, since we started this, documenting this journey here, we already made $7,000 on that account. Now, the 1.2 million follower account generated me $27 million in a year. I make money other ways than from this thing here. I'm not solely depending on that Instagram account. Like many people also attacked the account. That's why it went down a lot, because people envied it because we exploded so fast. So people attacked it like crazy with copyright strikes. They took down the post, they mass reported it, and shit knows what.
Oh, poor you.
And people think that I'm depending on this thing here in order to make money, but that's not the case. So that's why I'm willing to let go of all of that traffic, all of that following, just to prove to you that I can do it all over again, because I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm teaching my students, and that's why we get so many crazy results. And we already, again, generated $7,000 on that new account already. We don't even have a link in bio to anything. Think about that. Already $7,000 in profit without even a link in bio, just by following a simple strategy.
Excuse me, but if he never had a link in his bio, then the traffic could not have come from this account. Therefore, the $7,000 that he made was not from InstaKingPhil. It was from some of those other activities that he was talking about. So why is he trying to say that it's all because of this new account is generating all this income? No, it's not. He just said it's not because there's no link in the bio. So you can't have it both ways.
And then also I tell my students that marketing is truth well told. What I mean by that is we never said Philip Johansen is dead. We never said that. We never. Not in comments, not in any post, no nothing. Not in our communities, no, nowhere. We always said Hustlephill is dead. Okay? You see? So people read what they want to read. I even asked my camera guy, he came here while the account was dead. He came here and my mentors called everybody around and asked if I'm okay. People started knocking on my door here at the villa, the people that know where I live. And they asked me, Philip, are you okay? Are you okay? And then I asked my camera guy, what's up, man? What's happening? Bro, my phone is exploding because they know I'm shooting content for you. They constantly ask about you. And then he you know what he said? You know what he said? Read the post again. That's what he told them. Just read the post again. Just read the post again. So I always said Hustlephill is dead, not Philip Johansen. That's it, right? We do not trade in crypto. If you reach out to somebody or somebody in my name tell you to transfer crypto to them, do not do it. That's a scam. That's not what we do. We do not accept any crypto. Okay? So keep aware of that. There's also an article in Denmark about a guy got scammed from $10,000 from me. And then I read the article. Because we don't scam anybody. They get what they pay for. And then they said in the article, he transferred 10,000 in crypto. And I was like, bro, you stupid idiot, man. You didn't even transfer me any money. You got scammed from one of the thousands accounts out there, right? And then I get a bad name for that, right? Because they don't fucking pay attention. And if we go back to marketing is truth well told, it's kind of like when you see toothpaste advertising in TV, right? They say, oh, get whiter teeth if you use this toothbrush. Yes, if you use it for 20 years, 4 times a day without skipping a day, then you might get a little bit whiter teeth. But they don't say that. You get what I'm saying? Okay? So listen, guys, you need to pay attention to what's going on. And if you're brand new to all of this, yes, I'm a marketer. People that are trying to sell you something or having a link to a bio somewhere to some kind of webinar or free course or free training or could be anything, they are making money from it somehow. Okay? And why am I telling you this? Because you have to do the same. Okay? You have to do the same. You can't rely on your 9 to 5 anymore. It's gonna ruin your life and you're gonna be miserable your whole life and you're never gonna take care of your family or your loved ones if you stay stuck in this race here. And let me save you from 2 years of trial and error. Okay? Let me save you from 2 years of trial and error here. People that are promoting crypto, forex, trading, what else is there? Drop shipping, Shopify, YouTube automation, people that talk about that on social media, what are they doing? They are sending you to a link in bio where they are trying to sell you the information on how to do this specific thing here. But they don't make money on the strategy anymore. Yes, maybe a few thousand here and there, okay? But what they make the most money on is selling the information on how to do the specific thing. Okay? So when I figured this out many years ago, back in the basement apartment back in Denmark, when I saw that, okay, how do they make this much money so they can move to Dubai and drive all of the nice supercars and go out dining every single evening on Michelin restaurants and all of that, they were all posting on social media, selling some kind of information. And that's why you should do the same. You should 100% do the same, because this is what people make so much money from.
And there, he just said it. He started going onto Instagram back in his apartment back in Denmark, back like 3-4 years ago, right at the end of COVID. And he started doing social media on Instagram this way. And he hasn't changed that much. Still trying to scam people, still god-awful side hustle videos where you can make money by selling Louis Vuitton. And then you realize it's nothing about doing that. It's about selling his program for him. I mean, people don't like it. And Instagram has been trying to shuck him off for ages. And so he's just proven that by doing it that way over and over and over and over again, you get to this point where you have to start over and you have to change your method. Well, that's what he's telling his students anyways that he's going to be doing. But the thing is his entire course is built around the 7-second videos, the side hustle videos, the talking videos, everything that he's been doing that just got his account shut down. Because it wasn't just people complaining about him. No, well, it was because of the promises, all the false money claims and promises. And so, yeah. As well did a bunch of his top affiliates lost their accounts for months and months, and some are just starting to come back on now.
Ty Lopez, Alex Hamosi, Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is doing it too. He's selling information on how to be rich. Grant Cardone, who else is there? Gary Vee, he doesn't really do it, does he? I don't think he has. He sells books, right? He sells books. So all of the big marketers, Iman Grazzi, for that matter, they are all posting on social media and are selling some kind of information on how to do something. Okay? This is the new thing. And we killed the account in order to show to you guys that you don't need to have hundreds of thousands of followers in order to do this. You just need the right strategy, and you don't even need to have your own product. Yes, I sell my own product, but the same strategy applies to whatever it is. It's still a digital product you're promoting that I recommend you're promoting, not physical products, because then you only make like 5. You're lucky 3 to 8% max you make in commissions. And when it's digital products, you make all from 30 to 40 to 50 to 60 to 70, sometimes even 100% of the sale when it's a digital product. Okay? So that's why I recommend you do that. So instead of you going out there creating your own thing, building a funnel, learn how to build websites, terms and conditions, privacy policy, to build a team, to create a community, to teach some kind of course, and also how to build the course, how to deliver the course, and all of these things here, then just use somebody else's authority, somebody else's program. Does this make sense? Because then you don't have to do all of the customer service. You don't have to fulfill it. You don't need to deal with the customer. You don't need to handle refunds either, right? You just post on social media and direct them to somebody else's product. Whenever they buy this product here, you get a piece of the cake. Easy. Agree? Agree?
Does that make sense to you? Because it certainly doesn't to me. And watching his reels, what he's been saying is that he's killed off the 1.2 million or the 1.4 million account, however you want to look at that. And in order to show people that you can start from nothing and you can follow him on his journey to make, to go from 0 to 10K, from 10K to 100K. and making it sound like that, you can follow him. If you were to take these same steps, you too could be successful like this. And that is all BS. And I'm going to show you exactly why and what he's doing to manipulate people and what he's saying. So listen to his promises in this reel here.
We just made $10,000 in just 10 days with a brand new Instagram account. And listen guys, I just killed my 1.2 million Instagram account, Hustlephill, to show to everyone and prove to everyone it's possible and it's easier than ever in 2025 to literally go on social media and make life-changing money without you needing to be an influencer or have fame or having millions of followers. And literally 5 days ago we hit $10,000, and this is just one of the many milestones we're gonna achieve, from going from $0 to $10,000 a month, then from 10 to 100,000, then from 100 to 1 million a month on this brand new Instagram account in 2025. But I'm pissed off. And you know why? Because there are people in the comments complaining, coming up with lame ass excuses. But Philip, you didn't start from zero. But Philip, you have fame. And Philip, you got followers from the Hustlephill account, and blah, 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 blah. Excuses, excuses, excuses. And if you are one of those people, I get it. Not really, because I probably have the most testimonials in this entire industry, and I got it faster than anyone else. We got Jordi and Berta went on.
He goes along in the same vein about the testimonials and such, but what do testimonials matter when they're from before? When they're from before, when this stuff used to work, not from now when it doesn't, and he's having to change anything. And what those people are saying is true. This InstaKingPhil account has huge advantages because of that huge propaganda campaign he did at the beginning with Hustlephill is dead, to push everybody over to here to watch and see what he's doing and get lots of interest going and doing that. And sure. So he's gonna have a pile of people coming in at the beginning, which is a huge advantage to anybody who may be trying to emulate him. Like, he's not showing you how you can do this. You will not be able to replicate what he's doing. But also, look what he said. He said that he's doing all of this on this new account. Listen to that again.
100 to 1 million a month on this brand new Instagram account in 2025.
Now, I want you to check out this slide. You may not have noticed it, but at the very beginning of that reel that I showed you, it flashed up real fast how he's saying, we just made $10,000, and then bang, it goes off of it. So you don't really have a chance to look at it. And if you're not an affiliate marketer and you don't know the numbers that you're looking at, you could be easily deceived, which is what he wants you to be. Now, if you look at the bio on the InstaKingPhil account on Instagram, it is going to the what's called a webinar. And what that is, it's a low ticket offer of $12.95 where you get like a taste of 7-figure Accelerator. You get the very early stuff, and with the hopes then you watch this long goddamn webinar, sorry language, and then you will then buy 7-figure Accelerator. Okay, that's the hopes, that's the funnel and the hopes. But if anybody had clicked on that link and had purchased through this account that he just said, through this InstaKing account that he made in 2025, if anybody had, you would be seeing those low-level purchases going through, those $12.95s going through. Do you see any? No. What are you seeing? $19.97. Okay, so that's a full purchase that went not from an affiliate. That's one that he made through one of his links somewhere else. God only knows where else that's still around, well, obviously through any of his mailing lists or anything like that. So of course he's still making sales out there, but it's not because of this Instagram account. Then we get down to the $1,000 sales. Those would be sales that are made by affiliates of his, all right? Because they get half and he gets half. So that's what those are. Those $47 sales that he made, that's from High Achiever Society. Remember? That was $47. And then you've got one there that's $27. That would be one that's made by an affiliate. So how much money has that new InstaKingPhil account made on that page there? Zero. Nada. Nothing. All of those sales came from somewhere else, from some other links from other, and as he said before, he's running other stuff. But I mean, this is all obviously, High Achiever Society and Seven Figure Accelerator. But, as I say, could be from links that people have had that he's that's been cookie to forever. So this account he hasn't shown any proof that it's making a dime. Not a dime. And let me show you something else that he's doing too. Here you can see a post from High Achievers Phil. This is also one of Philip's accounts, one of his many accounts, High Achievers Phil. And here he is promoting High Achievers Society. And you can see its account, it is hooked to his ex-main account of Hustlephill. So he's got accounts all over the place. And if you go to his main account, InstaKingPhil, you will see a bunch of followed by, which will be the ones that he and I follow in common. And you can see a whole pile of his accounts here. And these are all his accounts. And they're all, a lot of them are promoting High Achievers. But and then the others are promoting the webinar. So, when he says, follow him so you can then do what he's doing and you can make all that money like him too, like, are you going to be able to even do close to what he's doing out there? I mean, this is crazy. So, yeah, that's what he's up to. Oh, do you want to see how he told? You know what? Right after this live, he had an affiliate training call, and he never even discussed it with them at all. He just whooped right into something else. But he did discuss it a wee bit with the Diamond Club. And here's how he described it to them.
No problem. Actually, I want to teach you something today, because a lot of you guys, you fuck it up all the time. All the time, so I'm actually gonna teach you something today. Cool. Awesome, guys. So what happened over the weekend? We killed Hustlephill. We let go of a 1.2 million follower Instagram account to start a new one. And we're gonna have a completely different strategy on that account. Completely different strategy, and it's not gonna be like the same promotion, and the make money education content with a call to action at the end. So we're still gonna do that, but we're gonna implement something that is called infotainment instead. So there's a guy that is really good at that, and we're also going to implement some other stuff that I'm going to explain to you here soon. So if we do, what is it called? Wi-Fi cowboy. What is it called? Wi-Fi cowboy. Actually, a funny story. We got people knocking on the villa here and asking if I was okay and stuff like that. And everyone was calling around and shit like that. And then my camera guy came this weekend here to shoot some new content. And then I said, what do you say about it, bro? He said, bro, everyone is fucking calling me. And I just said, then the camera guy said, bro, read the post one more time. Read the post one more time. So this is exactly what I mean when I tell you guys that marketing is truth well told. I never said Philip Johansen was dead. I never said that. We said in the marketing, we said in the post, we said in the community, we said in WhatsApp groups that Hustlephill were dead. Right? And that just shows again that I'm right, that people read what they want to read, but not actually paying attention. Got it? And it got a lot of attention. And that was the point of it. It got so much attention, so the post got 1.9 million people to watch it, even while we were shadow banned. And we got TV shows to reach out to me, and we got a lot of podcasts to reach out to me too because of the attention. Right? So, marketing, attention, right? Attention equals money. So the more of that you can get, the better. Cool. Anyways.
So now he continues on and he describes what the infotainment is. But if you look at some of his latest reels on the InstaKingPhil account, you can see where he's walking around and talking, and often they're really cut up really fast and raw and kind of edgy and kind of annoying, actually. And so that's what he's going into doing and what he wants all of his students to learn too. And see, okay, I think that's fine to teach them another way of marketing. I think that's fine, actually. But that's a whole different way of doing things. And all of his advertising is saying, hey, you just have to do simple 7-second videos. Hey, if you can do this, then you can make all this money. You know, oh my God, it's not that easy. You know, if he were to sell it as a course that really teaches everything about, you know, Instagram, social media marketing, yeah, maybe. But then right now, I think really he's starting to throw spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks, because he's going into uncharted territory now. So I'll be following this, and we'll see how it goes. But what do you guys think? My goodness, the amount of deception, I think, is just driving me nuts about this. So I must say he hasn't changed at all. So, and anybody surprised with that one? No. So you guys have a good evening or good day. And I am out.